Communities of Terego district, which is a refugee hosting area in the Westnile sub-region, have acknowledged and appreciated the different interventions implemented under the 7 years, sexual and reproductive health, and economic empowerment supporting out-of-school adolescent rights, and skills abbreviated as the Soars project for positively impacting on their lives. A number of community members, for instance young girls and women, have been empowered financially and through sexual reproductive health knowledge under the project that has been running since 2021 in the country, implemented by Care International and partners such as Restless Development, Trust Fund Agency and Naguru Teenage Center, with funding from Global Affairs Canada. During a midterm stakeholder review meeting of the project recently, Helen Mande, a refugee from South Sudan, appreciated the interventions under the project, and she now shares the knowledge with the rest of her peers.
From the trainings, we had some trainings of making reusable sanitary pads, and we also had this one, YSL, that is savings for our group, and we also had some sessions based on the topics of teenage pregnancy and other issues like STIs, just antisocial behaviors and how to overcome those problems and how to behave in the community. So those things, all they have helped us a lot.
Owundo Leonard, the initiative manager of the Soars project, observes that there's involvement of all stakeholders, which partly is a contributing factor for the success in Westnile sub-region.
As we work with young people, we don't leave out their caregivers. We work with both girls and boys through the engaging men and boys approach, where we empower the boys to be responsible, but also to appreciate that they have a role to play to support the girls achieve the services that are required in the sexual reproductive health aspects. We also make sure that we conduct what we call social analysis and action sessions with the caregivers in the communities and the gatekeepers, the cultural leaders, the religious leaders, to appreciate that there are certain norms that need to change if we are to ensure that the girls achieve these services as required.
Simon Ongua, the acting district health officer for Terego, calls for support of all stakeholders towards the education of the girl child to mitigate challenges of unwanted pregnancies that have greatly contributed to high school dropout rates in the Westnile sub-region.
Actually, every other community member, every child, every daughter of mine, every daughter of ours should be able to do. You can see the testimonies where my parents did support me in school, didn't support me in school. So I think the call for educating our girl child, our boy child is eminent. And this happened when a number of girls actually dropping out of school. And it has a serious effects on health, economic. Once you have dropped out of school, chances are that before 15, before 16, you're already pregnant.
Wilfred Saka, the Terego District Local Council 5 chairperson, attributes the positive results of the project to joint implementation with local partners.
If you are talking of localization, you are bringing Kampala-based partners that had never had interventions here, and the people who have come on that organization are the niece, the auntie, and so on. They are coming to implement services on behalf of such organizations. That's not localization. Here, the localization we are talking about is Fund Trust Agency, on which you see our local context. Members, there is a reason why the world now emphasizes localization. A lot of resources get wasted in usage of expatriates. If you still continue using people who are in Kampala, from Kampala, the movement to and from is also eating into the few resources that we have. It is a reason why they have chosen Fund Trust Agency for Terego.
The Soars project in Uganda is implemented in Kampala City, Arua, Terego and Mariokolo districts, with the aim to increase enjoyment of health-related rights for the most marginalized and vulnerable women and girls' rights, particularly Out of school girls in Uganda. Farish Majid, Westnile TV, Nalcast.